This is Brad Morton with Morton Design Group, here to present the white residence in La Habra. This is my first attempt at the design, I should say the redesign of the existing backyard. And in this overhead view, what you'll see here is the existing pool and the existing residence over here, and the father's residence over here. All of this upper area and front area are existing, as well as this. The lawn here is also existing. So as we start to get down into the animation, I will show you some of the different areas that I have worked on. So this area, obviously you can see this white area represents what's existing. So all of the stuff in color is the new proposed areas for the most part. So over here we have a pad that would nicely house like a playhouse or something of that nature. We have a equipment zone / gardening zone where you can put some gardening sheds, things like that. This is about 3 steps down from the lawn area. The new lawn area is terraced with a nice little retaining wall on the outside to get that all up and level. And you've got access to back down to this area as well. The existing tree would stay. And again, we would just probably create this pad out of some of the existing brick that we'll be able to repurpose and save from the demolition of some of the existing hardscape in the yard. But you'll see that equipment area here tucks in nicely back in here. We can bring all the gas and electric and utilities over to this area along the back zone here, so that should work out. And then that grass zone between the two could be a putting green as well. This is the area of the patio cover where we're actually doing an extended balcony off of the face of this, where we're coming out about 16 feet, coming out this way a little bit, about 10 feet. And I'll show you that in a moment. But under here we've got this real nice outdoor wraparound bar / kitchen that kind of hugs the corner of the underside of the house there, giving this area some real purpose. I've done a nice masonry fireplace over here that is far enough away from the balcony so that we don't have a height limitation. We can basically go up to 8 or 10 feet without having to go to say 16 feet or something like that. So it keeps the cost down, and you can have kind of that outdoor enjoy the stars experience also, and keep the cost down on having to span the barbecue as far. This is a nice generous counter. All these bar stools are to scale, so we've got 4 on each side and 1 over here. Plenty of room to work around this thing. So nice dual counter. We've got a raised 42-inch bar counter with 12-inch cantilever all the way around, and then we have a lower drop-down corner counter with the different accessories that you'll have working off the inside of that. We can develop that as we go along. But getting back to this scene here, you'll see that we're doing we can either do a stone veneer on this, we can do stucco to keep costs down, or we can pick up some of the brick. I'm definitely not departing away from the brick totally, because we have so much nice brick on the front area that it would be a shame to get away from that. So again, we have a nice fireplace off of that living space, and as you can see here in the image, we have a pass-through area to here to get into the barbecue, as well as the other side. But here's the existing door to the shop, so that area works out nicely. This is a view of the pool area, and as you can see here, we have some fun stuff going on. I've got some interesting activity going on along the back here, things we kind of talked about. I did do a raised deck area here. We'll get down into that a little bit. Raised deck that is 18 inches in the center. I've got 2 36-inch tall waterfall walls on each side, one to mimic the other to mirror it, and then we've got a kind of a fun cantilevered projection with a real nice waterfall feature. This may be a little elaborate, may not be necessary, may not come in the budget where we'd like it to be. So this cantilevered edge with this waterfall feature coming out of it may have to go, but this does project away from this pool wall about 18 inches, which is real nice. And then we've got just got a nice wood trellis here to create kind of a framed view into this area, just because of the way the pilasters and the balance was working out. It was difficult to get all the way back here, so I figure with a nice column row of trees and this trellis here, it should give us a nice vertical visual interest for that area. So again, here's this projected cantilever, which is kind of fun. And then this area over here, instead of stepping down 3 steps, it actually steps up 3 steps to the 36-inch tall jumping area, which is going to be in lieu of that diving board. And you can access that easily from either side, which is kind of fun. Going over to the existing spa area, I am suggesting that we wrap around that and create kind of a nice waterfall feature off the back with a couple pilasters. I've got a retaining wall that comes in. It'll tie into this existing retaining area. And we may need to modify a lot of this back in here, but that's the idea. Now we've got a fire pit over here with a nice seating area that is circulating around the back of it. And then of course you could do your custom canvas bench tops and throw pillows, etc., which would be kind of fun. So this is up 18 inches, and this kind of notches back into the hillside, so just a cleaner way to kind of deal with that. This is a 3-foot interior diameter fire pit, and that works out real nicely. These gazebos, I just put them there as markers. Obviously yours are going to look different, but I figured we would again take some of that existing brick and we would repurpose that brick in these areas so that we can not only not just throw the brick in the landfill, but we could actually take some of that and spread it throughout the yard, so it ties everything back together. So we've got a pad up here behind the fire pit, which is a kind of a nice area, and another one over here. So we could talk about those 2 items and what those different things will do for you. And then let me just go back quickly. This is a nice sloping ramp that comes all the way off the pool deck and winds its way all up to your father's home site here. Midway it ties in with the grass area, so we can easily transition from the grass onto the pad there. So that should be real nice. And these are just some different views from the different gazebos. Over here in the corner of the yard we have a bench, just a masonry bench, nice brick cladding. Just a visual anchor on this left side, and this will kind of tie in with this visual brick area over on the other side. So again, an overview of the project. And again, this balcony over here projects out 16 feet from the corner and 10 feet out here in front of the plate glass window. And in front of the door and the existing bay window, I've brought it way back, so we're like 5 feet off the house there, 6 feet, 6 feet. And that allows us a nice passageway. I put the stairs here that come down into the pool area, so as soon as you come out this door, you come down and you flow into the bar barbecue area instead of walking down away from it. There's another close-up of the balcony. And we can work out material, rail material, things like that. You may want to entertain a wrought iron rail to keep it a little bit lighter, or even glass for that matter, which would be kind of interesting. But again, the masonry fireplace is far enough so that we don't have a combustibility issue, and you can burn wood in there and still have a nice authentic fire. I did a little accent brick pop out in front of that, so I'll just jazz that area up in front of the immediate fireplace. And then of course the idea of connecting it to the pad that serves the front door area is in play here. We've got a little about a 3-foot gap between this wall and the new balcony, just to give that some space. Thought that would be nice. And then lastly, we have a view from the bay window out onto the new raised area on the back side of the pool. So you can see how all of that neat visual interest really plays well. And by pulling this balcony back literally 50% of what it used to be, we can really see some pool now. So that's my first attempt at the design. Thank you for being patient, and I'm excited for your feedback. Thank you very much.